dancing and prancing in Jingle Bell Square, in the frosty air. Oh, right time, it's the right time to rock the night away. Jingle bell time is a swell time to go gliding in a one-horse sleigh. Giddy up, jingle horse, pick up your feet, jingle around the clock.
Good evening to the World Wide Web here. This is Jason Williams. I'm the director of the Lights of Broadway. With me today is my partner in crime.
Hello, I'm Jeff Kresge, and I'll be here helping Jason present the Jamestown Christmas Parade to us on December 6th.
All right, and he is in charge of all. Be available to outside, but Jamestown, glad you're turning out. And if you're at home, you're not missing the experience at all. It's just warmer, and feel free to chuck candy at your family members, and it'll be just like you're here.
Theme of the evening is snowballs. There's going to be a train that's going to be present in downtown Jamestown tonight, which should be interesting because we don't have any tracks. Hopefully we'll keep it going straight and narrow, and the police are coming by our location as we speak.
I think they're actually supposed to be in the parade. They're not here looking for us. Before this gets any later, I have to do this before I forget because I don't want to go home and be in trouble. I promised I would give a shout out to my family sitting at home supporting us watching the live feed. Hello to my family, my lovely wife Holly, and our sons Andrew and Nathan, who Nathan's just a baby so he really doesn't know what's going on, but Andrew definitely wanted to have a shout out to him, so I hope they're having fun and staying warm.
We do have the state troopers in front of us right now, and I'm hoping that people in the back seat are not anybody that we've tried to capture today, but in fact, parade goers. If not, they are on television right now, so if you're in their family members, you know what to do, either run and hide or wave either way.
It's kind of like the episode of Cops right now, just without the cool theme song.
One thing you don't want to do is get pulled over in downtown Jamestown in the middle of a parade and have everybody look at you and be on television. I suppose what you'd have to do is just wave at the audience. My family has just come in from outside. Apparently they got to the first police car. Family.
We apologize for anybody who's watching the stream and having to watch the commercials. Apparently, if you use this Ustream program, it is free, but you need to watch commercials. We welcome anybody who'd like to come down to the 3rd Street Eagle's Nest right now and give us $500, and we could be able to buy the paid subscription and take care of those pesky commercials for you.
Coming by the Eagle's Nest right now is the Color Guard presenting the colors.
We have a couple local chapters of the VVA and the VMW walking by. And here comes an Air Force Snowball Express. The Vietnam Veterans of America, Chapter 865, and Veterans of Modern Warfare, Chapter 20.
The VVA 865 and Chapter 20 support the troops. They present a locomotive float called the Armed Forces Snowball Express and present a star-spangled snowball fight, a car made into a gift, and truck made into a sleigh filled with elves.
We have our first couple horses coming down the street, and being former parade participants ourselves, makes for an interesting walk. Love the parade.
The Grand Marshal is Ron Carton and representatives from the local veteran associations. Ron is the City of Jamestown's Veteran Memorial Commission chairman, and he's working on completing the Veterans Memorial at Veterans Park on Logan Avenue.
That loud noise you hear is a Vice Coast Company number 6 steam engine. This is an actual working steam engine. Well, it's not working right now. It's on a truck. But on any other time that it'd be on the tracks, this is an actual train locomotive coming down the streets of Jamestown. Blowing smoke way, way in the air.
That is really cool.
Following them is the Ed Schultz Chevrolet Incorporated vehicles with Greg Hopkins, Jay Rotunda, and Ken Furlow. And a bunch of lucky mini Santas and reindeer popping out of sunroofs all the way down the street.
Always essential to have your sunroof for the parade, by the way.
Absolutely.
Jamestown's Winter Parade is not very convenient for the convertibles, but a sunroof will work just fine when you can run the heater 24/7.
It's always cold for the parade. We've had a couple beautiful days, warm, a little bit rainy the past couple days. But if you know the parade's coming, you know that temperature's going to drop a good 30 or 40 degrees. All right, up next, the Blue Star Mothers of America, Lake Erie, New York, Chapter 4. They're comprised of those who now have or have had children honorably.
The support for active duty service personnel promote patriotism and assist veterans organizations in our community. They support each other as our children serve our community. The Blue Star has been active in organization, packaging, and sending 558 care packages to our deployed military with the help of donations from the community, including $6,800 to send packages.
Following the Blue Star Mothers of America, our very own Jeff Bloomquist, dressed as Abraham Lincoln. 16th President of the United States, still going strong in 2013.
This year was the 150th anniversary of the Gettysburg Address, so Jeff had a busy year this year, traveling all over the country.
Up next is the Jamestown Fire Department. Ladder 1 is a 2008 Pierce with a 105-foot aerial ladder with a 1,500 GPM pump. It is a 1937 Stewart, Jamestown's oldest fire engine.
Complete with axe. Always essential.
Coming up next is a group that's very close to our hearts, the Marine Corps Reserve Toys for Tots program. Every year, hundreds and hundreds of local families are given a very Merry Christmas because of the work of these fine individuals. The Toys for Tots began in 1947 with one handmade Raggedy Ann doll, which was the beginning of a legacy that carries on today all over America and provides hope to children everywhere. Our local resource center has been very devoted to helping out the Toys for Tots, and we at the Lights of Broadway are very honored to be a part of the Toys for Tots family. They just had November, and a wonderful time, and tons of toys have been gathered, and there's such a great outpouring of local support. Whenever you see one of our many local businesses around here with a box of Toys for Tots, please give generously.
They will be doing packaging for gifts on December 15th to donate to hundreds of local community youth, an organization that makes us proud to be a member.
Up next is the Resource Center Affirmative Business. TRC has gone public with 2 new services that provide employment opportunities employment opportunities for people with disabilities. Sorry about that, got tongue-tied. Flipping pages and trying to talk and read.
The 2 new businesses are TRC Detailing and TRC Landscaping, and they're both 100% satisfaction guaranteed, just like Ron.
And next comes our Jamestown Action Club. It's Kiwanis Club for Adults with Disabilities, co-sponsored by the Jamestown Kiwanis Club and the Resource Center.
They provide community service to many people, groups, and animals too. They've been in existence for a year and have completed 16 service projects.
Followed by Lutheran Jamestown. They are a parade sponsor. Their banner has gone by, but I have not seen their float yet. I'm looking very anxiously for their float because they're going to have a lot of cool characters on it, it says.
They are just crossing the intersection now. They've got people on foot. Looks like we've got the Grinch and Bob the Builder and a collection of animated characters.
Oh, I see what's going on. They're actually interacting with the crowd and taking pictures with kids. Working the crowd on this holiday parade.
Astounding thing about the Jamestown holiday. Other ones.
Woody and Bob the Builder. Those costumes are so cool. Coming up next is City of Jamestown Parks and Recreation Department.
The 2009 International Bucket Truck is used daily for putting up Christmas decorations in downtown Jamestown, putting up the banners and tree trimming in Jamestown. And let me just tell you that Jamestown looks absolutely stunning as a result of the work of these folks.
One of my favorite things to do during the year is just drive through downtown once they have all the lights up on the lampposts. Really starts feeling like the holidays are coming. And they saved some lives with these trucks. They're looking absolutely gorgeous. Following right behind with a snowman strapped to a snowplow. That looks like a very wicked, scary thing to be a snowman right now. It is the City of Jamestown DPW with their 2011 plow truck, the backbone of our plowing force in the City of Jamestown. Take out Frosty, guys. Clear out my road.
Up next is the Jamestown BPU. All aboard the BPU Express, a BPU pickup truck made to look out like a locomotive pulling a passenger car.
I don't see him yet, but I hear the Jamestown Red Raider marching band coming up the road.
Pride of New York State, number 2. BPU going by right now, throwing hundreds of candy into the crowd in front of us.
The amazing array of lights here with old.
And here comes the Jamestown High School Marching Red Raiders. Color guard in front as always.
An outstanding tradition of excellence throughout the town. They participated in numerous parades and events locally, regionally, and nationally. It's under the direction of Megan Murray, who I've just been told is out on maternity leave. Congratulations, Mama.
Proud to be here with 2 Jamestown grads, as a matter of fact.
2 Jamestown grads and 2 Jamestown former band members. I got to go down to the Macy's Thanksgiving Parade.
My wife was at the Orange Bowl Parade.
You had to one-up me, didn't you? You just had to one-up me. Any local has to know that familiar sound of the drumline cadence coming through.
Love the lights, love the lights. Instruments all lit up for the parade.
Awesome. Absolutely awesome. And I'm very happy to see that there are some band members wearing toques. For those of you who are a fan of the toques, you got to support seeing those in the wintertime. Next are the Knights of Columbus. And if you can hear in our microphones, I'm not sure if you can hear or not, but Ron Miller here was a former drummer himself, and he was playing that entire drum beat on the table.
We'd also like to say thank you to the Jamestown High School Band for stopping directly in front of the Eagles Nest location.
Own private concert. In addition to being the directors, performers, writers, and whatnot for Lights of Broadway, Jeff and I are both local middle school teachers, so we're seeing a lot of familiar faces out there in that crowd. Very proud to have some of those kids in our classes before. If you're wondering which ones they are, the ones that are playing the wrong notes, they weren't ours.
Not so proud to have the people that were in the back of the state trooper car earlier, but
those were Jeff's. I'd like to take this opportunity to say once again, thank you to EagleZip.com for sponsoring our broadcast this evening. It's the afternoon somewhere. I'd like to say good afternoon. See, I'm going to turn this mistake into a positive here. We do have some people who are actually tuning in right now who would... Hop over To give comment, we will get back to you. We're busy right now, but give me some time. I'll comment back to you. Parade seems to be at a standstill. I knew not having those tracks for the train was going to be a problem.
Keith Stam singing the national anthem tonight, one of Lights of Broadway's members. We're proud to mention that. And Keith is will be using his dulcet tones to cover the Star Spangled Banner this evening, and hopefully will be hopping in with us later on. And apparently Keith is causing the delay in the parade at the moment. Must be singing the extra verses that nobody really knew.
Taking a look down 3rd Street, you can see all the way to the Jamestown Savings Bank Ice Arena and beyond. A huge lineup of parades still left. There are 100 entries on the dot for this year's parade.
You can still see the smoke from the locomotive now, right downtown.
All band members have just turned to face us. I feel very important and special right now.
Jason Williams leading the conductors booth right now in the Eagle's Nest.
While we are being serenaded once again by holiday tunes by the Jamestown High School Red Raider Marching Band, I'd like to remind everybody, believe it or not, you have got 18 days left for shopping until the big day arrives. Also, for any Santa quickly, bring
Yes. Looks like the JHS band is about to move on now, so we bid them adieu.
That was French. I'm impressed.
That's what they say in Spain all the time. So yet again, up next will be the Knights of Columbus,
who have been waiting patiently just outside of the camera view. I'd like to remind everyone to keep Christ in Christmas as they sport the colors and move on down the path.
Coming up next is going to be local cable channel YNN providing a live broadcast of the parade as competition to the Eagle's Nest. We'll tell you it's much different for the Lights of Broadway this year. We've been in the parade for the last, 3 or 4 years. Much warmer up here in the booth.
Yes. Last year you might remember us as being the guys walking down 3rd Street, slush up to our ankles in fuzzy pink bunny outfits. Very nice write-up in the Post-Journal today for the parade. Had a couple of our pictures in there from the pink bunny outfits. If you look closely, they do look yellow, but trust me, they're pink, just like Ralphie.
Coming up next is the New York State champion Randolph High School football team. This year they were talented enough to win their second straight New York State Public High School Athletic Association Class D championship. And they're Chester. Supporting their medal.
Coming up next as I try to flip these pages feverishly. Oh, I missed the page I needed. Come on, fingers. It is the Jamestown Civil Air Patrol. If you're looking for a way to make a difference in your community, if you want to honor and serve America, become a volunteer in the Civil Air Patrol, the U.S. Air Force Auxiliary. To learn more, go to gocivilairpatrol.com.
Following up the Civil Air Patrol is the Bust-Eye Fire Department, Medic 311, and a 2004 Chevy 1-ton 4x4 pickup, which serves as the fire department's grass and brush fire fighting unit. Santa Claus on board as well. Jason, that's what we didn't have for the Lights of Broadway Parade. We did not have sirens.
We were yelling really loudly, though.
We did. We had a broken iPod. We did not have sirens.
Gotta look into that for next year. Up next is the Sinclairville Volunteer Fire Company, engine 492. It's a 1,500-gallon truck, and it's a 2005 International 4-guy pumper.
Painted on the side is an eagle with very large biceps.
I hate it when cartoons make me...
Coming up next is the Chautauqua County Emergency Services.
We'll admit right now that we didn't have a number 101 in our book, which is their number, so we really don't know what else to say, but thanks for being in the parade, and thanks for all you do.
And they are number 1 in our hearts.
Whenever there's a break in the parade, we got a bunch of kids in front of the window like to run back and see themselves on the monitor we've gotten up in the window. Come on, admit it. Every time you go out of Wegmans, you look at the security camera too. You got to see yourself on the monitors. I still do it. Our technical guru Ron just switched over to our roof-mounted cam, so you can see the lineup of the parade coming at us.
Comes Jamestown's Infinity organization.
Great visual and performing arts program we've got downtown Jamestown. They are putting together a float called the Snowball Fight at the Gingerbread Train Station. The Infinity a cappella choir is singing from a platform of Gingerbread Train Station while the Infinity students engage in the snowball fight in the train yard. The Infinity dancers are accompanying alongside the float. They're not dancing, but they are accompanying alongside the... Please stop by the Infinity Cafe tonight. Live performances, hot beverages, and snacks. Unless you're out of the area, then it's going to be kind of a tough drive. Their truck was sponsored by the Painting Unlimited of Jamestown. Up next is the Lynn Development Group.
The Lynn Development Group is the oversight company for all the properties throughout the town. Various spaces available in Jamestown featuring over 1.5 million square feet throughout the city.
And behind them is WCA Hospital. WCA and All-Star are teaming up to wish you a happy holiday with their gingerbread train. And of course, being the WCA Hospital, and they stalled out a little bit back there, they will be catching up. Keep your eyes open because they are chock full of gingerbread doctors and nurses. Here comes the gingerbread train. I just got a text from our partner in crime, Keith Stam, who must be done singing his national anthem at Tracy's Plaza because all the text said was soon. I don't know if that means he's going to be here or if that's a threat that I should be afraid of.
Coming up next is the Chautauqua County Dairy Princess. Samantha Nickerson and alternate Ariel Slavin are here with their court supporting our dairy farmers in the county.
Would you like to remind everyone how easy it is to get your 3 recommended servings of dairy throughout the holiday, all your winter activities? I think eggnog counts, so pour a glass and drink up.
Happy 60th birthday to Ed going by now.
Hey, Ed.
May you have another happy 60, my friend. Up next, the Asheville Fire Department with a truck.
Wow. I was expecting so much more from that.
Well, you know.
Well done.
They've got
Would you like to throw out the fact that it's red?
It is red. It's got 6 tires, some blinky lights. No doubt has a siren or two. And
Thanks,
a good-looking
Jeff.
Driver.
Jeff would also like to point out that the fire truck goes whoop whoop. And Keith Stam has just entered the booth.
Hi, come on. You guys know me.
Up next is the Pepsi Beverage Company, one of the trophy sponsors of the parade. Pepsi Jamestown presents the Pepsi Express.
The employees of this float, the tasks were assigned, time gathering together until their float was complete. Pepsi engages in many events throughout the year, and the parade is one of their favorites. Pretty cool cow catcher on the front. Jamestown is a rural community, after all.
We've got horses in the parade. You never know when you might need a cow catcher in the parade. Yes.
Striders. Coming up next is another organization near and dear to the hearts of Lights of Broadway. Chautauqua Striders going by.
Shout out to him.
The Lights of Broadway are proud to announce that on March 7th, our very next show will be with the Chautauqua Striders to raise money for their program. And right behind them is the Dependable Tow and Recovery, a trophy sponsor, providing all your towing needs. I almost said trophy, but I guess they would provide all your trophy needs too because they are a trophy sponsor.
Chautauqua Striders, of course, has 2 parts to their organization. They are both a mentoring organization and an athletics organization, working with students throughout Chautauqua County, both on athletics and academics. As Jason said, we will be performing for them on March 7th at the Jackson Center with local band TPT as well.
Together we'd be proud to present Striders Night Live.
While we have a minute, we'd like to talk to Keith Stam, who sung the national anthem. Keith, how did it go down there in Tracy Plaza?
It went well. I felt good about it, and I heard some nice things from people, and the mayor gave, I'm not going to say bowed to me, but he shook my hand anyways and said nice job. So, hey, if it comes from the mayor of Jamestown, I must have done something good, right?
Absolutely.
Up next is the Panama Fire Department. I am not going to let Jeff talk about the truck.
It's yellow this time to mix it up for crazy variety.
Absolutely.
Oops. Here in
We
Jamestown.
got some snow in the air.
It actually started before the whole thing kicked off. It was snowing up there.
Perfect backdrop for a Christmas parade.
Making it just a little bit
My
more
house.
festive out there. And of course, Jamestown has its local residents who are a little out of control. There's a guy down in front of us with just a tank top on in the Christmas weather.
Hey,
I think I
it's
saw him
Western
at
New
the
York.
Bills game last year in December.
It's got to be negative 30 before we actually put on a coat in Jamestown.
Absolutely.
You don't
Then
want
it's
to
just a
burn out
sweater
early.
with coats on it.
See, Jason, I told you they had a siren.
You're right. Nothing gets by you.
And they have an air conditioning unit just in case they're hot going to the fire.
Well, they are fire. Fire's warm, Jeff.
Is
We're-
it first Christmas without the 3rd Street Company?
It is.
It is their first Christmas without the 3rd Street.
We're gonna toss this one back to Keith.
Which one am I? Oh, and next up we've got Gear Duncan Company. Alrighty.
It's the oldest locally owned store in downtown Jamestown, and it's starting their 95th year selling office furniture and supplies.
It's a long time to be in business.
Absolutely.
Absolutely.
Shout out for staying in business that long.
On their float are David Jarozinski and his family, and the owners James Smith and James Crawford, representing their company. And behind them is the American Red Cross of southwestern New York. It serves Chautauqua, Cattaraugus, and Allegheny counties, prevents and alleviates human suffering in the face of emergencies by mobilizing the powers of volunteers and generosity of donors.
Coming up next is the Kennedy Fire Department. Kennedy Engine 472 is a 20 gallons of water, and Kennedy is for me.
Hey,
Alrighty then.
just been planning that for a while. Then.
Oh, okay.
I've been singing Kennedy things for like the last 3 months because of the Kennedy assassination 50 years ago.
Oh, okay.
It's a historical thing.
I failed to put that together. I'm sorry. So I won't even let you say if I can take a shot at it. Oh.
Up next, the Jamestown YMCA Jets are the oldest and only Jamestown-based competitive swim team.
Ooh, yeah.
They're currently in the middle of their 83rd season, having grown from 84 swimmers from age 5 to 18, 18 school district in 2 states. I'd like to have a special shout out to one of the Jets, Abby Johnson, former student of
Abby.
Mr. Jason Williams. Go Abs!
Go Abby. That would be cool. Instead of doing a train, they should have actually made like a pool where they could have the kids swim back and
Exactly.
forth.
Why they're taking time off right now, they're never going to get medals with this time off. They should be practicing every possible time they can.
And another fire truck. Oh, the Falconer Fire Department. This is a 2002 Pierce Quantum, 6-man cab, 1,000-gallon water tank, and it can pump 2,000 gallons per minute. Now, don't you think they'd run out in 30 seconds if they've only got 1,000 on board?
You did that math in your head. I'm
How
very
about
impressed.
Where's Mr. Foolery?
Up next is the Learning Disabilities Association of Western New York.
The Learning Disabilities Association of Western New York, Club Escape, and their Snowflake Van. Club Escape is a community recreation program that explores all the fun Western New York has to offer. And right behind them is Lisa P's Creative Teas and More. The bell still rings for those who truly believe, and at Lisa P's Creative Teas and More, that's evident by the holiday float and the golden ticket.
I cannot be more impressed by Jason Williams rattling off of Lisa P's and Creative Teas.
Without a hitch. I like it.
Well, when you look like I do, you've got to work on making your voice.
Up next, 121. It's a 2008 Pierce Pumper.
What do you say? I got to work on my voice? How can you guys see those numbers?
I really, really, really want to jump on top and hit that hose. Look at that thing. That is
Oh,
a
I'm sure that's
huge jet.
safe. We're not up that high.
Absolutely.
Up next, a horse with an identity crisis. It's wearing antlers and is coming from the Lazy E Ranch. Courtney and Rochelle riding their reindeer, Sam and Hunter. They're making their way down the street to wish you a Merry Christmas and to stay safe during the holiday season.
Those reindeer apparently had some kind of genetic mutation because they're
You
awfully
can rattle
large.
off the T thing, but you had trouble
I know
with
I
that
can't.
one.
I can't say reindeer.
Well, especially when they're horses.
See, it's throwing me off.
Up next, White Sales and Service. Husqvarna snowblowers from White Sales and Service. Price is starting at about $800.
I could use a new one.
They've got 4 on the back that I could certainly clear with. That would be
I'm
perfect.
If I
hoping
needed
Santa's
a new one,
listening.
I would definitely go see them. I need to get mine serviced, that's all. Do they do service as well?
I'm sure.
I believe they do.
Then I guess I will have to go talk to them. And another fire truck.
This one's coming from the Kindtone Independent Fire Department. It's Kindtone Fire Department's brand new tanker truck, Tanker 361. This fire apparatus is a 2013 Freightliner with a Cummins engine and automatic transmission. It holds 2,700 gallons of water. Shout out to Cummins. My father-in-law celebrating his 10th anniversary with the company. He got a really cool fleece jacket, which fits me perfectly, and I wore it here tonight. I am warm and toasty.
Nice. Very good. Another fire truck.
And it's playing tunes.
A musical fire truck. It's very nice.
This one is from Gary, the volunteer fire department out of Gary. Calls a year to assist our community. July 30th through August 2nd, 2014.
I grew up in Gary.
You did.
And the thing about it is the 350 to 400 calls that they have, 95% are to Heritage Village.
Really?
I'm just saying. Well, not the tanker. Not the tanker.
Following the tanker is the Headland. Sorry, I was going to tell you the number. Look, it's 48. Yay. It's Headland Express. George Headland transformed a 1947 Farmall H tractor into this amazing train.
This is really cool. The
Yeah,
sheet
it is
metal.
cool.
It was made to fit over the tractor to resemble a locomotive. He did a great job
Yeah,
adding
he
a
did.
cow catcher and a caboose with seats and grandparents and children to ride on the back.
That was a 2-month
He's got the piston and push
project.
rod, so it looks like it's actually that's neat.
That
I
is
like it.
fantastic.
Well done by George Headland.
And
He is my
another
hero.
fire truck.
This one's coming from Frewsburg Fire Company. It's Engine 341 Fire Rescue. It carries out Jaws of Life 2013 International Pumper. 1,000 gallons of water.
They have blinking lights.
They
on
have
them.
blinking lights, and those aren't
control
holiday
panel.
lights. Those are actually the colors of their actual lights.
And
That's
Yosemite
really cool.
Sam is on the side.
Ooh. The doggone it. Now, next coming down, we have the Emmanuel Baptist Church on their Snowman City float. The white snow stands for purity of souls filled with God's grace. Circular snowballs represents God's everlasting love. Want me to keep going?
There's a lot on here.
That's a pretty float too.
Yeah,
It's a
they put a lot
gorgeous
of
float.
They put a lot of effort into that. That's very impressive. Not only do they have the float itself, but the truck in front, all wired up for lights and sound.
And their float's got Snoopy.
$10-foot. Is it water? Shout out to the gentleman from Lakewood, and I thank you very much.
Tell you what, if they didn't have that extra loop on their lights, it would be a candy cane.
Absolutely.
Totally.
That extra bend would be a candy cane. But we can imagine.
Keith, what was the scene down there at Tracy Plaza earlier? Lots of people down there?
Yes, it was packed, elbow to elbow, standing room only. There's no chairs, but hey. It went very well. They actually had fireworks while, the bombs bursting in the air and stuff while I was singing, so that was pretty
Very
cool.
cool.
really cool.
Yeah, it was really neat.
I heard some booms. I didn't know what they were.
Yeah.
Coming up. I'm sorry, go ahead.
No, I was just saying they did it really nice. They did it up really nice. I'm going to give a shout out to Salon 1. Is that who's next?
One before that one.
Oh, I'm sorry.
That's okay. We're up next is Eric's Property Maintenance, featuring the company's dump truck with a pull-behind trailer, full-service property maintenance company that will service many needs such as lawn care, snow plowing, dump truck services, and more.
And
Going
Mickey
back
and
to
Minnie.
Mickey and Minnie on that one. And go ahead, Keith.
I was going to say, we got Salon 1 coming up, and I have my reserves tomorrow, plus I had to sing the national anthem, and I'm in my uniform. Only place that was open was Salon 1. Stacy from Salon 1, thank you. You did an excellent job on my hair.
He looks gorgeous.
Thanks.
Unfortunately, year after year, I need haircuts less and less.
Oh, this might be my favorite one so far.
Well, then go ahead and take it.
Okay. This is the Chautauqua County Humane Society, our cruelty investigation van, decorated as van and volunteers dressed up as animals, and it is the No Ball Express, Jason.
It absolutely.
Outstanding.
And the note is dedicated to reminding you, just like Bob Barker, to make sure you properly spay and neuter your pets.
I love it. That is awesome.
Completely lost train of thought on that one. Next is Beekner Waste Services. Beekner Waste Services container development delivery truck, providing container services to the southern tier.
Complete with dumpster. Very impressive. First
Went to school
locomotive.
with the Beekners myself, Castaic Valley.
Did you?
Yes, I did.
And behind them is the Chautauqua County Antique Equipment Association. Representing the Chautauqua County Antique Equipment Association is a 1948 Farmall H flag theme with dual wheels and a 1950 Minneapolis Moline Z Prairie Gold color.
I'd love to be able to do. Are they trying to? Isn't it a sail glider?
Yeah, I think it is. I thought it was actually 1949, but apparently it's a 1950. I had my year wrong on that one.
Next is number 107, which we did not have in our book, but it is a Schultz truck.
It is a
and
very
it's got
nice
a very nice snowman in the back.
Nissan Titan. Coming up next, a PT Cruiser.
It is part of the Jerry Sayer PT Cruiser decorated at Rote. Man, I really messed that up. Everybody complimented how I could say things, and now I'm blowing everything.
Have another shot.
Decorated at Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer with Santa Claus hanging onto his reins at the back of the car while playing Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer. The car is driven by Jerry Sayer of Lakewood, New York.
So Jerry Sayer putting on quite a display, having to listen to Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer for about 3 hours because this is a long parade from beginning to end. We can tell you that honestly and truthfully because we've been in it several years.
It seems to be going faster now.
JBC students, faculty, and staff, including the Melquist family, getting ready for the holiday season and celebrating the community for some fun, smiles, and ringing bells. Remember, the bells always ring for those who truly believe. JBC, serving the community since 1886, and a happy holidays to JBC and the Melquist family with Todd and Gracie and Alex. See anybody else on there?
I heard that every time a bell rings, an angel gets its wings. Heard that
I've
somewhere.
heard that too.
Yes.
Absolutely.
What other holiday lines can we steal from movies?
We're working on it.
If people who are watching this but haven't seen those movies, we're going to sound really impressive.
Oh, fudge. You could do that one.
I'll tell you what, that train in the back of that truck looks like it could be awful fragile.
Oh,
That must be Italian.
want to do another shout out? We've had 211 viewers come on to our broadcast this evening. I appreciate the support.
Wow,
I
that's
hope we are
wonderful.
being slightly entertained.
There is no prize for being 212, so don't rush to your computers.
There could be for 1,000.
Up next is the Girl Scouts of Western New York. Not all of them, just a couple. They are towed by Midnight Towing. Girl Scout Troop 20,328. Except on the side it says 20,204. So shout out to both.
Woohoo! 8
They're
and
more
4.
than just
There
a
you go.
number.
Shout them out to both.
Behind the Girl Scouts, whatever troop that they are, is the Jamestown Ice and Storage, which is getting busier by the second because that temperature is not going up. They are a trophy sponsor, and they've got a hand-carved ice block train. That is actual ice
my.
carved
That
by
is
hand.
cool.
It is absolutely phenomenal. I hope the camera picks that up well because that is a stunning piece of artwork. They want to wish a Merry Christmas to Jamestown and thank them for a wonderful 20 going out to JCC and Mercy.
Are playing on board
Fantastic.
5 blocks of ice. That is
my.
awesome.
Absolutely fantastic. I don't know.
Train, the hopper,
I
the
still
elephant
like-
car.
Wow. That's wonderful.
That one might have taken my favorite float
Yeah.
of the day right there. Although the next one's interactive. It's coming from the Bemis Point United Methodist Church, and the float depicts the best gift ever given. As the sides of this large unwrapped gift box are opened, the manger holding baby Jesus is revealed, representing God's gift to us in the form of his son.
I did see it open a second ago, so hopefully it will open up as it goes by our cameras. I need to give a shout out to my son who's roaming the streets all by himself tonight. So Brandon, if you're listening, there it is.
Hey!
There it is.
Very cool.
Kids become teenagers and they think they run the world.
You know he can't hear you right now, right?
Oh. Brandon, go somewhere where there's Wi-Fi and go to eaglezip.com, please.
Up
Still can't
next,
hear me.
Sam's Club. The Penguin Squad having fun at the North Pole. The float is complete with penguins, icy digs, the igloo. Stop by and steal a stone at Sam's Club. The holidays are getting it all ready in the club.
Yeah.
Stamps Club.
I was Sam's Club. He's standing right next to me.
Steedham Stoon. I think we will.
Wow.
I've always liked
I want to
that.
see them get up and do a waddle.
I like going there having free stamples. You guys snickering behind my back when I make mistakes.
Hey, I didn't make the mistake. I was just running. I was running with it.
A shout out to the guy in front of us still in the tank top. And the snow is
Yeah.
starting to fall even harder now.
Hardcore parade fan right there.
I saw him lined up yesterday on the side of the road trying to get.
Who's the igloo people?
The Sam's Club.
Oh, that's.
Yep. they
Oh,
got a
that's right.
double
Okay,
float.
yeah, there was the.
Double float.
Gotcha.
We got a Technicolor disco igloo there for Sam's
That's
Club.
really cool. How come they don't have anybody dancing on that? Oh, because they're sitting down
We
dancing
got
on
a
the
little
side.
groove going on the side.
Have you ever seen a penguin dance? Well, the Happy Feet. All right.
Well, happy.
They do
Also, Mary Poppins.
Yes, the Mary
They
Poppins.
had the
Jason
penguin
Elmo
fans.
on the far side.
Oh,
Elmo,
hello,
Jason.
Elmo.
Uh-oh.
Oh, Elmo.
Didn't we just do a thing with Hug Me, Elmo?
Yes,
for Toys
Big
for
Hugs
Tots?
Elmo, one of the hottest toys for this Christmas season. This one looks like an even bigger hug going out to the crowd there. Elmo with the Chautauqua Mall float, accompanied by the very own Bounce Lot Playland trains, provided the best fashion, food, and fun for the entire family. And they'll be hosting many events this holiday season, including the Bounce Lot's Magical Christmas event on December 14th from 12 to 7 and December 15th from 12 to 5.
Up next comes Signature Seal Coat.
One of our. Oh, that's not. What's this? No, it's Kingsview. Never mind.
Nope, this is a different one.
This is a different one. I was going to say our
Signature Seal
favorite.
Coat. And they are pumping music.
It's a festive crowd out there at Signature Paving and Seal Coating.
Is
Looks
that part
like
of Signature there as well?
Looks like we got a couple trucks complete with the red and green headlights.
Cool. Very cool.
They are all decked out with lights.
They've only got 2 trucks.
And we've got stockings being hung by the Truck with Care.
It appears as my family has come in from outside to warm up. Jackson, how was it out there?
Good.
Cold?
Cold and good.
Cold and good. Up next is H&R Block. It's a trophy sponsor, and they're Emerald Express.
do have the stockings. Look at that. Very cool.
Of art.
Banner in the
Glory. Oh, this is my favorite. Bikers, Babes, and Beyond Family Salon. The Family Hair Salon has daily specials offered. 20% off given to military, Keith. And
They weren't open. I was going to go down and they weren't open.
You also qualify under the seniors, don't you?
Hey, now. Just because I got a little gray going on.
They have 14 years of experience provided by Siobhan Mealy, formerly of Master Cuts and JCPenney Salon.
I am going to try them out next time when they're open, but that's is that an abominable snowman driving that thing?
Oh, wait.
We missed that
I'm
one.
sorry. That number, that number was wrong. That was not our salon. That is for JJ Jingles the Clown.
Oh, yeah, he's definitely an abominable snowman. A Yeti.
But this one is
That's what I was
definitely a
looking
Yeti. Yes, way different than the Abominable Snowman. Bigfoot's cousin. Coming up next is definitely no mistake about it. This is Dove FM Radio. Dove FM broadcasting at 98.7 FM is the area's newest Christian radio station, playing classic Christian hits, today's hottest songs, and great Bible teaching shows.
I was kind of wondering what that is on the float there sitting down.
Looks like we've got an old school Christmas scene.
Yes.
Keith, maybe got an old radio for the Dove.
One of the stand-ups.
The Dove theme
Gotcha.
with a Christmas tree. And
Someone in
Whoever's
a
sitting
rocking
down
chair.
is not facing us, so that's why I was curious.
Yeah.
Okay, so
Definitely some old school rockers on there.
Christian rockers.
Actually, chair rocker.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh.
There you go.
Striper.
Striper.
We love
Shout out to Striper from the 80s. If anybody listening right now remembers them, shout out to you too.
Coming up next is Hector's. I'm going to do this right, I promise.
Wow.
Hector's Power Sports. They've been serving our community for the past 56 years. Your one-stop shop for all of your power sports needs. Located or play, Hector's Power Sports machine for you. Those are cool. I've always wanted to drive one of those. That would be a good time.
Not only do they have these things as part of their float, these are also what you can buy down there at Hector Power Sports.
And the people at Hector's have very large ears. Look at their hats, Jace. Ooh, we're racing. We're racing.
Oh, yeah. You got to love them. You got to love them. Okay. And right behind them would be the Eastside YMCA Middle School Academy. Weekdays after school. They focus on the program. Their focus on the program is to help kids prosper academically. Every day, the focus is on academic enrichment and homework help. The train design they are carrying was made using their measuring skills and scale model skills. Today's float design is just one of the ways the Eastside Middle School Academy is having fun while learning.
And once again, I'd like to mention, being a middle school teacher, thank you so much for what you do to help our kids out. While we've got a little lull in the parade, we'd like to give a thank you to our parade sponsors, the Jamestown Renaissance Corporation, the Resource Center, Lutheran Jamestown, City of Jamestown, Jamestown BPU, Jamestown DPW, Jamestown Parks and Recreation Department, Jamestown Police Department, Jamestown Fire Department, Advanced Production Group, Gebby Foundation, and the Chautauqua Region Community Foundation. Let me flip the page, make sure I didn't forget anyone.
Another fire truck.
Rolling up behind them.
The Cherry Creek Fire Department. Engine 411 is an 81 pumper, holds 1,000 gallons of water, and pumps 1,500 gallons per minute. Driver is Terry Sheldon. He's got 35 years of experience in the Cherry Creek Fire Department, so thank you, Terry.
They also have a very loud horn that they blew right in front of our microphone, and Ron jumped out of his seat.
I was going to thank him for that.
Shout out to you guys for giving us the most motion we've seen out of Ron all night long.
Now Ron has to learn sign language. I'm sorry, I can't hear you.
Coming up next on the front of the 5-star urgent care is a snowplow that might be pressed into service very soon as it's starting to come down a little bit stronger. Chugging down the street is the 5-star urgent care Polar Express, providing quality service to keep you healthy for the holidays. You don't need a ticket to stop on down. Experience the 5-star difference. And as the father of a 6-year-old, I've been to 5-star urgent care many times.
As a couple weeks ago.
I need one of
I gotta really thank.
late. We can place like home holiday, but all semester long, JCC Student Senate and the other student leaders find a home away from home with one another. JCC's Jamestown campus has over 20 student organizations to get involved with and develop leadership skills, career connections, and friendships that will last a lifetime. Go Jayhawks!
I say, saw the hawk out there.
Is he out there?
Yep, he's out there greeting people.
Go
There's the
Jayhawks.
Jayhawks.
Very cool. Jackson, do a Jayhawk sound effect. Never mind.
That didn't sound anything like a hawk.
That sounded like a snort.
Wow. Up behind them is Boy Scout Troop 162. It's a new troop of Kidder Church on Cole Avenue. It's open to 6th grade and up, and the float represents a Scout's Christmas.
It would be really chilly to be in that tent this evening, I think.
Yes, it would be. And there you go. There's your question, your answer to why that guy is warm with the tank top. He's dancing.
There you go. Dance the cold away.
I don't remember, when I was in Boy Scouts, I don't remember having those little metal poles to hold my tent up.
That's why your tent didn't stay up.
My tent actually did stay up because I was very
You're
good
a
at what I
good
did.
scout.
Oh, another fire truck? Oh, no. It's just a semi. Pulling something.
There's a giant stocking hanging from the rear view mirror of this upcoming semi. I can't really tell what it is
That's really
just
cool.
yet. It is
I
very
like
cool.
the stocking. Well, it's definitely pulling a float.
They're getting some more passengers, it looks like.
They're stealing people from the audience?
They
now?
are stealing people from
Excellent.
the
Yeah, I know
audience.
you guys have probably already said this, but I want to thank Ron Miller and Eagle
Ron,
Zip for letting
absolutely amazing.
and do this.
This is a trophy land. Fairdale Avenue in Lakewood, our warm and fuzzy staff welcomes everyone.
And he brings in an 18-wheeler flatbed for their float.
That's a cool
Not
float.
like we don't need enough room.
Hey, that's
Holy
a serious
smokes.
salon when you bring the 18-wheeler.
And they
Absolutely.
are a warm and fuzzy staff because look at how they're dressed. They look warm and fuzzy.
Absolutely. That's very cool.
That is cool.
That's a very cool
It's
float.
probably the husband of one of the ladies that cuts hair there. I'm
That's
sure, so.
awesome.
I'd do the same thing if that was me.
Up
Now
next-
we've got another fire truck.
Now we've got a fire truck for you, Keith. You want to take this one?
Oh, sure. Which one? Oh, Bemis Point
The one that says
Volunteer
fire
Fire Department. 92 years of service to the community, featuring a Pierce pumper and airboat for water rescues. Oh, I love the water rescues. They don't
yeah.
have the boat with the truck, though.
It's coming.
Oh.
It's
Oh,
coming.
they have it behind. I gotcha.
They do.
And one of the most terrifying creatures from my childhood riding on the rescue boat, the Hamburglar.
Oh.
No, not a big fan of the Hamburglar, really.
He steals hamburgers.
I think the Grimace is much freakier than that.
Oh, Grimace was just a happy little grape man.
No, he's a freakish purple.
And that happens to be one of those, air-propelled floaters like they have when you see the marshlands in Florida or
Yes.
Mississippi when we're going alligator hunting.
Shoot him.
Cajun gonna get the alligator, gonna bring them home, gonna skin them up.
Grace, is he the-
If you missed Swamp People last week, Keith just giving you the play-by-play. I don't see a number on this.
This is the
I like the
Chautauqua
boat.
County Antique Equipment Association coming by with their...
And does it look? It might be a lot. On forever.
Of its customers, healthy and safe holiday.
Here, here.
running the big generator for their strings of lights at our patio.
It's a lot of lights.
It's a big generator.
We need to get a generator because the next time somebody might leave the lights plugged in and drain the battery.
Oh, they also have a Starbucks Express. Our patty carrying.
I love the cotton for the smoke. That is very cool. Nice, nice, nice touch.
All right, the Starbucks Express, representing the Starbucks Coffee Company. The holiday Starbucks, everyone is invited to a joyful gathering. Starbucks will create a welcome place to festive drinks and thoughtful gifts to inspire uplifting moments for everyone. And behind them is the Cattaraugus Community Action Incorporated SNAP NOEP program for Chautauqua County. They are decorated and ready to spend the holidays with a snap. Oh, we got some cool drifting going on here.
Oh yeah. Oh, he should be in that new. What's that new toy from Toys R Us?
Oh, yeah, the
That
crazy
card.
car.
The crazy card. He should have that crazy
Up
card.
next,
out there.
local bike company Hollyloft Ski and Bike. Hollyloft Ski and Bike is back again this year with its festive truck and Team Hollyloft trailer. Riders from Team Hollyloft accompany the team trailer decorated in battery-powered Christmas gifts, lights, and glow sticks. This year will be Hollyloft Yeti. He joins the Hollyloft Gorilla on bicycles, greeting the crowd. The entire crew at Hollyloft wishes everyone a Happy New
There's
Year
the
and
Yeti.
Merry Christmas. I'd like to do a special shout-out to Hollyloft rider Aaron McCarter, who broke his collarbone a couple weeks ago in a biking
Oh.
accident and is recovering very well, I'm pleased to see.
That's good. Yes, the Yeti is on the big wheel.
He was the one that spun out. I want him
The
to come back
big
and do that
wheel.
again. That was awesome. There he
Anybody who remembers the
comes.
big wheel, you're probably as old as I am, and actually had one.
Hence why we don't remember the big wheel.
Thanks.
Up behind them is the First Lutheran Church representing snowflakes and Christmas angels.
Now, see, my big wheel was plastic. That one actually has a metal frame to it. I want one of those.
First Lutheran coming by now with the pickup truck and trailer with the 3 snowmen. Well,
The
2 and an angel.
Two snowmen and an
Oh,
angel.
there's a three. There's a little baby snowman being held by the mama snowman.
Yeah, that's what I meant.
Yep, it's a family of snow folk and an
Sorry, I
angel
didn't see the
blowing his
baby.
trumpet. Sporting the stars and stripes. I feel
Thermals underneath. Express, I know ex-police police officer for Jamestown, detective. Those guys were fantastic.
I believe they circled back and they're actually part of the parade later on, so I'm hoping we get to see them in front of us.
Cool.
Up next is WKBX Kicks Country 96.5 and 100.3. They have a lighted horse and carriage display. It is a fake horse. Don't worry. They did not light up a real horse.
Nice. I actually like the van, the way the van's decked out there.
Coming up next, another Girl Scout troop. This is Troop 2328. Oh, the one that we mistake earlier.
Oh,
Sorry
they look
about
cold.
that, ladies.
They're all huddled together. They look cold.
Shout out to the girls. 2328.
I actually whistled at our friends from Toys for Tots when I was walking down here to join you
Yes.
gentlemen. That was a nice
A
float.
wonderful float.
And they were doing they
They're
had
the
the women
routine
with
with
the
the sweet
pajamas
teas,
dancing
yes.
behind. That was awesome. So
Speaking of dancing, up next is the St. James Italian Heritage Dance Club. This group was formed in 2010, and they dance at numerous surrounding festivals in the Niagara Falls, Cleveland, and private parties and weddings. The big event is the Parish Festival in July at St. James, known for its rice balls, pasta, cookies, cannoli, and more Italian traditions.
awesome. Let's give a shout out to our 3rd Street bag lady who is selling our lighted gifts for all the kids to.
Lots of trinkets. We have those really cool animal hats that wrap down into mittens and stuff.
There was a hell point for that one, right?
Coming up is the IBEW Local 106. Local 106 has been providing skilled electricians in our community for over 100 years. Currently, they have 200 members, including 21 apprentices.
Cool. We actually had electricity for 100 years?
They started learning it ahead of time. They were the ones that brought it into the town.
Electrical workers put a lot of work into it.
Hand painted? Now they have hand painted Christmas scenes.
Serious effort.
Very nicely done.
International Brotherhood of Electrical Workers.
Following the IBEW is the Chautauqua Pool and Spa, located on Foot Avenue Extension, the old Yum Yums, if you remember that place. Oh, no, I'm sorry, I'm wrong place. I'm thinking of a different place altogether. On Foot Avenue. I obviously don't remember where Yum Yums is. This one, you're going to go past the Foot Avenue Plaza. Oh, don't mind me. Chautauqua Pools and Spas, truck pulling the Chautauqua Pools and Spas party tub. We do have
That's
a
what I
party
am
tub.
talking about right there, brother.
The party tub is a fully functioning hot tub that will be filled with kids having fun and enjoying hot water on a cold night. We were joking earlier that we needed a pool for the YMCA swim team. We got ourselves a hot tub.
What does it say in there? It says the kids will be in there enjoying themselves, and they sure look like they are enjoying
There is
themselves.
nobody warmer than the
Oh
people in the hot
my.
tub right now.
That is awesome.
Brilliant.
Okay, and up next we've got a Suburban with some purple lights on it. I think Jason's getting there.
It says 10, which is our Bikers, Babes, and Beyond salon again.
Maybe that's them.
Maybe that's them.
So
I hope it's them.
Shout out
to them again.
BB&B Family Salon.
And I'll be down to visit you next time you're open and I need a haircut.
All right, we've got, it looks like Toy Story coming to life here. We've got a walking present. We've
That's
got an
what I'm talking about.
oversized RC truck going through. And here comes the guy with the gigantic
Oh, that is cool.
remote control. This is awesome.
I'm liking it.
It is the L Bro Advertising. Has a big truck advertising and a little truck prices. Locally owned and operated, offers creative advertising solutions through outdoor bench and restaurant placement advertising.
That's too cool. They did a good job with that. I know.
Products on by 4 with offering a full line of Yamaha products and a full service department. For any more information, call 489-3233 or visit repowersports.com. Whew.
Well read.
I am back on my game.
Until the next one. Oh, sorry. And what do we got next? We have Harley Davidson of Jamestown. Harley Davidson of Jamestown employees, their families, and friends would like to wish everyone a very Merry Christmas. Come visit us at Faulkner, exit 13 off Interstate 86. Santa and two of his reindeers will be visiting us on Saturday, December 21st from 1 to 4 p.m. We will also be hosting a blood drive for the American Red Cross at the same time. So a Merry Christmas and a joyful New Year to you from Harley Davidson. Ooh, this is cool.
Awesome. The Allied Fire Protection with Local Union 669 has built a train on their flatbed titled Allied Fire Express, based on the Polar Express movie. Riding in the train are employees' children with their golden tickets, following the Allied Fire Express and their union employees, Local 669 sprinkler fitters. They have built a the local fitters have built a demonstration of an automatic fire sprinkler system, including 2 faux fires put out by large sprinkler heads. The walkers are handing out bell necklaces and Christmas whistles to the children, as well as calendars with sprinkler information. Keeping with that whole Polar Express theme with the bells and the whistles, Christmas classic driving down the road right now.
And you can see the gold. I saw a couple golden tickets in there too, so.
Absolutely.
That's a cool float. I like that one.
Very cool float. And here come the faux fires by Allied.
Oh,
very cool.
Nice.
That's really cool. Well done. Well done.
Here, here.
And coming hot on their heels is the Robo Enterprise Incorporated. Robo Enterprise is local, family owned and operated for 50 years and provides car washes, American-made Keystone gas, laundromats, Pick 17 storage, and convenience stores and delis with tasty corners.
And they also have a pet wash up at the one on Foot
And
Avenue.
the pet wash.
Coming up next, the local Jamestown Cycle Shop. They've been in business since 1924, and 2014 will be their 90th year in business. From the staff at Jamestown Cycle Shop and the Jock Shop, to you and your family, a happy holiday season.
90 years, that's a long time to be in business, especially in Jamestown.
Do you remember when they opened, Keith?
1929?
1924, they weathered.
24, okay.
They
Sorry,
weathered-
so it's 5 years off.
Well,
Hey, they weathered the
first
Great
thing to go is the
Depression.
memory.
It's pretty impressive.
Now, my dad says the second thing's the memory.
Coming up next is the Northwest Savings Bank. Dashing through the snow, I saw a Northwest Savings Express. Over the hill they came, and how many bells they rang. Pulled by a big reindeer. I only wanted to cheer. Everyone should know this float is the best in show.
Well, we'll let you know if it is.
Here she comes.
Still liking the ice train.
They got the cool Rudolph nose on the front of the truck.
Everyone take a ride on the Northwest Express. Also along route, Northwest Savings Bank is handing out 4 Golden Believe tickets to 4 lucky kids. Each kid will receive a special gift basket, which includes a gift certificate to start their very own savings account.
Cool.
And judging by my last
all those
college
presents.
loan statement, it's a good thing to start saving now, kids.
And look at all the snow that's on those presents. So, yes, people, it is snowing.
It is snowing. That is not special effects. We got us some real snow.
Coming up next are the Caregivers, local home health agency. They pulling a Polar Express ticket.
So they actually have the gold ticket.
Yeah, there
They
is
have
the
the
golden
gold
There
ticket
it
on the
is.
back with a
It's going to
couple
be
of
hard to
hits.
lose with a ticket that big.
Appears to be that the kids are singing songs as well.
Seen a lot of Polar Express stuff.
Well,
That's
it is
very
a
cool.
train-themed parade.
Oh, I thought it was the Snowball Express. Well, okay, so that's...
Hey, you know, any express.
Snowballs are quite polar.
Yes, they are. Well, they're bipolar, actually, because you can get them on the north and south pole. Sorry. And we have a nice little float coming up with a star on it.
Looks like Christ First United Methodist Church, Keith. Float celebrates Jesus being the light of the world, as he declares in the Gospel of John. Large lighted star represents the star over Bethlehem that the shepherds and the wise men observed when Jesus was born.
Nope. Okay, well, we got a
The
snowman.
Elements Spa and Salon. Trophy sponsor, embrace the elements of winter with Elements Salon and Spa Winter Wonderland. They're 1 Fairdale Avenue in Lakewood.
Okay, Chautauqua County Roller Derby. This year, the team has adapted their roller skates into a train roller skate to tie into the year's parade theme. Their float also has a 6-foot-tall roller derby reindeer. The team is always looking for new skaters and volunteers. Go to babesofwrath.com. That's kind of neat. I like that.
That's awesome.
They got some serious speakers.
They're pumping up the jam.
Yeah. It's a roller skate. Isn't that awesome?
Up next is the Casella Waste Service of Jamestown. They're a trophy sponsor, providing container services for the Jamestown and surrounding areas. I got to give it to them because they are my service provider for all my removal needs. I've gotten the dumpster from them to take care of some larger projects. Very reasonable prices, very good customer service.
Those are the bag
quick
ladies.
delivery, quick pickup, and no sort recycling. I love the no sort recycling.
Who wouldn't?
You mock, but it is one of my favorite things in the world to not have to go through and split stuff up.
I understand that 100%.
And I'm still pumping up the jam. Looks like we've got another break in the parade for a bit. We got some additional events coming up. The Santa Family Workshop immediately following the parade. The Living Christmas Tree, which is going to be at the First Covenant Church on December 7th and 8th. The Jamestown Christmas Village on December 13th and 14th at the Renaissance Center. And the Santa at the Gateway train station. He will be there on December 14th. And again, this broadcast, if you're just tuning in, is sponsored by EagleZip.com. Check out them for all your internet and service providing needs. And us, the Lights of Broadway, providing you pretty much no services whatsoever, but come to our shows, we'll make you laugh.
Well, there's a service. Making you laugh is a service.
I make a pretty mean broccoli soup if you really want to call me over your house. It's a
Hell,
service
I
I
make a good
provide.
glug.
You do make good glug.
Thank you.
It's a little bit more Christmassy.
After the Jamestown Christmas Parade, immediately following will be the fireworks display downtown as well. Always cool. Stick around for that.
Casella's out with their whole fleet today. We got some more Casella trucks coming by.
Ron
If you
Miller,
can, that would be awesome.
Ron Miller with his high-tech system here. He's going to try to pick us up the fireworks display after the parade, so stick around for that.
But don't, if you can't, don't yell at him. I mean, we are on West 3rd, and the fireworks are coming all the way down to the beginning of East 3rd, so he will do his best.
Appears to be a large pink thing walking across the street over there.
I have
Not
no
really
idea.
sure what that is.
It kind of looks like a weasel.
Pink Panther, what are you talking about?
The
This is
Christmas
the Pink
weasel,
Panther?
ladies and
The
gentlemen.
we have found the elusive Christmas weasel. Kind of like the Christmas pickle you find on your tree. This is the weasel. We just won a prize.
Oh, Santa's Caboose.
Here it comes.
There we go.
Was this the last one of the parade?
I believe so.
I'm saddened because it's the end of the parade.
And we are here. We have reached the end. We want to thank you all for tuning in. Hopefully we can get you those fireworks. If nothing else, we'll just like flash flashlights on the cameras and yell boom to you.
I think I have a laser pointer. in
It's
my
one of those
pocket.
services we add. Coming up last but certainly not least, kids gather around the computers, start writing out those letters. Make sure you make your beds and do the dishes because the man is here. Riding on the caboose number 300, ordered by the Pittsburgh and Lake Erie Railroad in 1960. The Western New York Caboose 300 was built in the Morrison International Corporation in Kenton, Ohio, and assigned a P&LE number 513. It was painted standard boxcar red and weighed 46,200 pounds, and it's got very, very precious cargo. It's got
Live
Santa
music.
Claus.
It's got live music
Live
too.
music, Santa Claus. This one's got it all.
Awesome. Very
Here comes
awesome.
Santa
There
Claus
he
waving
is,
out
the man in red.
back of the caboose for us right now. Give him a shout, everybody.
Here comes Santa Claus. Here
Here
comes Santa Claus riding on the red caboose.
Oh, I didn't know where you were going.
Hi, Bob. So sorry. That's where he's at.
The original car was
Santa!
equipped with coal-burning stoves for both heating and
He's
cooking.
waving.
Hey, there he's waving.
Hey,
right
Santa!
Good to see ya.
I believe we just made the nice
I've been
list
a
for
good
the
boy.
first time ever.
I hope so, because I've really been a good boy this year. Jason, Jeff, don't say a word.
We didn't want to say. If you don't have something nice to say, don't say nothing at all. Again,
Wow.
my name is Jason Williams, Director of Lights of Broadway. To my right,
I am Jeff Kresge.
to my left,
I am Keith Stam.
and our master of ceremonies over here.
I didn't do it.
Ron
Miller.
Miller, the man with the plan.
Thank you so very, very much for tuning in. We hope you enjoy the show. Hopefully we get to do this again next year. Hopefully we won't stumble over so many words. And hopefully you and your family have a wonderful, warm, healthy, happy, enjoyable holiday season. Merry Christmas to all, and to all, a good night.
Although it's been said many times, many ways, Merry Christmas to you. And so I'm offering this simple phrase to kids from 1 to 92. Although it's been said many times, many ways, Merry Christmas to you. On the street in the night, in the cold winter's light, a child stands alone and she's waiting. And the light that's out there, it just hangs in the air, as if it was just hesitating. And the snow, it comes down, and it muffles the sound of dreams on their way to tomorrow. And when they appear this night, we'll hold them near, for where they will lead, it will follow. For here in this city of lights, this evening awakens the dreams that it might. The winter, it conjures the spells it will weave, snow gently covers the ground. Christmas Eve. In this scene on this night, there's an ancient hotel where shadows, they do tend to wander. And the ghosts that live here hold each moment so dear, for time's not a thing one should squander. And they recount their sand as it runs through their hand, and examine each moment for meaning. It can be wished upon till the moment it's gone, like day disappears into evening. For here in this city of lights, this evening awakens the dreams that it might. The winter, it conjures, the moment is seized, the snow gently covers the ground. Christmas Eve. Night, the dream still wanders as it was meant to be. And every year this night grows fonder, of children and circumstance caught in this childhood dance, as the world turns around, keeping dreams off the ground. Windows of frosted ice, prisming candlelight, and somehow we start to believe in the night and the dream as it cuts through the noise, with the whisper of snow as it starts to deploy. Of a night that's about to begin, with the feeling of snow as it melts on your skin, and it covers the land with a dream so intense that it returns us all to a child's innocence. And then what you thought lost, and Santa Claus is coming to town. Santa Claus is coming to town. Santa Claus is coming to town. You better watch out, you better not cry, you better not pout, I'm telling you why. Santa Claus is coming to town. He's making a list, he's checking it twice. He's gonna find out who's naughty or nice. Santa Claus is coming to town. Oh, whoa, 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 he sees you when you're sleeping. He knows when you're awake. He knows if you've been bad or good, so be good for goodness sake. Oh, you better watch out, you better not cry, you better not pout, I'll tell you why. Santa Claus, Santa Claus is coming to town. Santa Claus is coming to town. Santa Claus is coming to town. Little tin horns and little toy drums, Rudy toot toot and rumpa-pum-pum. Curly-haired dolls that toddle and coo, elephants and boats and kitty cars too. Santa Claus is coming to town. Oh, yeah. Santa Claus is coming to town. Santa Claus is coming to town. He sees you when you're sleeping. He knows when you're awake. He knows if you've been bad or good, so be good for goodness sake. Oh, you better watch out, you better not cry, you better not shout, I'll tell you why. Santa Claus is coming to town. Santa Claus is coming to town. Santa Claus is coming to town.
Thank you again for watching. This is Ron, our tech director. I see that our roof cam video is a little behind the sound that you are hearing. The fireworks are just concluding there in the background, but that is the end of our webcast. Thank you for joining us this evening. Everybody have a Merry Christmas.